Hello and welcome. Self-compassion is one of the most powerful antidotes to loneliness, especially for highly sensitive people and empaths. And if you're someone who feels the emotional texture of life a little more intensely than others, you already know that loneliness is not just an emotion. It's a whole body experience. It sits in the chest. It tightens the breath. It makes the mind spiral in directions you never ask it to go. And here what often happens. The moment loneliness shows up, the inner critic arrives right behind it. It starts whispering things like, no one really cares about you. You are too much. You are not enough. Everyone else seems fine. Why aren't you? And because we're sensitive, these words do not stay on the surface. They sink in like they are telling the truth. But the real truth is this: loneliness is a human feeling, not a personal flaw. Everybody feels it at some point, and your nervous system sends you signals, physical signals saying, something in me needs warmth, connection, or gentleness. It's not proof that anything is wrong with who you are. This is where self-compassion changes everything. Self-compassion interrupts the story your inner critic is trying to build. Instead of spiraling into what is wrong with me, you shift towards something more honest and more supportive. You say to yourself, it's okay that I feel lonely right now. This is a hard moment and I can stay with myself instead of abandoning myself. You become your own safe place, and that changes the whole emotional experience. Because here's what loneliness often needs the most: someone who doesn't leave, someone who says, I'm here with you, and who better to offer that than you? Self-compassion also regulates the nervous system. When you bring kindness to loneliness, you are actually lowering stress hormones and bringing your system into a state where connection becomes possible again. Study shows that self-compassion reduces emotional activation, softens self-criticism, and increases oxytocin, which is the hormone of safety and bonding. This is one of the reasons why loneliness feels less overwhelming when you treat yourself with warmth. Your body starts to believe it is not alone. Of course, self-compassion does not magically erase loneliness, but it reconnects you to yourself first. And when that inner connection is restored, the world around you becomes easier to reach. You start to feel more willing to open up, to ask for support, to be seen, to let people in. You stop interpreting loneliness as evidence that you are unlovable. Instead, you see it as a moment in your human experience that deserves care. Loneliness becomes less of an attack and more of a signal. And the more you practice self-compassion, the more your brain learns a new pattern. Instead of collapsing into self-blame, you meet yourself with kindness. Instead of tightening around the feeling, you soften into it. Instead of believing the inner critic, you answer it with something gentler. This is not indulgence. It is emotional regulation. It is grounding. And for a sensitive system, it is a lifeline. If loneliness has been part of your inner landscape lately, try offering yourself the same kindness you would offer someone you love. You do not have to pretend you are fine. You do not have to push the feeling away. You just have to stay with yourself. That alone is powerful enough to shift everything.